Hello, everybody. I keep on talking today about the importance for the culture of research or research culture. With that, I'm making my case that for our continent to be civilized and for our continent to be developed, we must. There are reasons. Why do we need to develop this? I'm going to delay. Why do we need to develop this culture, this research culture in Africa? I've already told you to deal with all the vices that I've always been talking about: superstition, intolerance, religious grace mentality, and subserviency. But even apart from that, what does research give you? What will research give Africa? What will research give Nigeria? What will research give our continent? How does research will lead to development? Number one, research is always based on information or data. Let's say data. The data is the connection of all forms of information from everywhere, to then examine that and use it to take the best decisions. So let's just break it, make it simple and say information. Research is always based on information. And because information is the basis of all transformation, you cannot be transformed until you are informed. It is only information that brings about your transformation. So there is no way you can change without knowing where you're supposed to change, or what you if you don't know something, there is no way you will be able to do it. So every transformation is based on information. So if you want to transform Africa, we must teach people to love knowledge. We must teach our people to be crazy for going for knowledge. Right now, the way the culture in Nigeria is that people go for knowledge in schools, but the culture of research will change that. The research culture will change the fact that you need to go to school just to study, and it's only when you're in school that you study. That's what we're having right now. So that people go to school, when they're in school, they study, they even study where they become good students. But when they are reading after school, people say, you are on holiday now. Why are you okay? Or you are finished university now. So why are you still studying? What are you studying for? Why are you reading? Because it has not become our culture. We have not celebrated the research culture. We have not embraced the research culture. So when people go to school to study and the information for them is not a value yet, they are not looking at knowledge as a value. They are looking at knowledge as something that they gain. They go to school to get so that they will get a job. As long as that is our culture that we have right now, we are bound for failure. We are just going to be somebody's servant. We are just going to be studying to get employment. And then we are going to be employed by other people who know the importance of research, and they will always they will fire you when they want to fire you, they will employ you when they want to employ you. You are just a slave still. Our people will just be a slave force if we don't know, we are not taught in the research culture, if we are only using knowledge as something we get from education. But what research culture will do for us is that it will make all of us to always be in search of knowledge by ourselves. It will make everybody from small to great to make sure that they are always, every minute, every free second, every minute, they are reading, they are looking for new information, searching for it everywhere, and not because they are going to school, not because they want employment, not because they have been given an assignment from the teacher, not because the school has told them to go and prepare for exam. No, just because it is our culture now. It has become part and parcel of us. It is when we are like that then we are experiencing continuous transformation. On the individual level, we are going to be experiencing transformation. Then on the environment level, because we are getting to know everything new things all the time, and not just me, everybody around me, the environment is being transformed. The society is being transformed just through the power of knowledge and information. Right now, the way things are in Africa is so pathetic, because I've heard this many times when even Africans have said it, that anytime you want to hide anything from a black man, that you must go and put it in a book. So that means that the black man will never go to read that book, and that and the truth will be near him. The deliverance will be near him. The transformation will be near him. But because he is not having that culture of reading, he will be dying, not knowing that what he needs is just a fingertip from him. So what is that talking about? That's talking about the fact that we don't have the culture, the research culture. We have not embraced the research culture. And but even the people who are talking about this, that if you want to hide anything from a black man, just put it in a book, they're just laughing, they're just making fun. But why don't we just stop this stupidity of making fun of each other and just, go and establish the culture? Why don't we just go ahead and, introduce the culture? Why don't we go ahead and entrench the culture in our society? Why don't we just go ahead and enforce that culture in every home, in our movie industries, in our television programs, in our, educational, curricula, in every area of life? Why don't we just say, no, we are taking the decision. This is one thing we're going to do. We are going to make sure that our old people know the value of information, know the value of knowledge, and we are going to make the thirst and hunger for knowledge part and parcel of our lives. It is possible. Everything is teachable. Everybody could be taught. People don't, people learn just by what they hear. If they're going to be hearing, if we're going to be telling people all the time, and we're going to be giving them assignment, I'm going to be rewarding knowledge, and we're going to make it as part of our curriculum, as part of our way of life, as part of the family devotions, as part of value system in the homes, value system in discussion, value system in our movie industries, not witchcraft that is now being propagated and all kind of rubbish. But if we are going to really make the culture of research, the research culture, to be part and parcel of our people, our nation will not but be transformed. Information is the basis of everything. If we will make sure that we teach our people to always look for information, to always look for knowledge, you will see that knowledge will exalt them. We're talking about knowledge. You know what the Bible says about knowledge? That is, which is information. It said that people perish for lack of knowledge, which means that when any country, any continent where people are not addicted to knowledge, where people don't have the culture of seeking for knowledge, there will be a lot of destructions there. People, a lot of perishing things around. Even people themselves will be perishing. Even nations themselves will be perishing. Even the culture themselves will be perishing. Even their wealth will be perishing. Even their economy will be perishing. Their society will be perishing. People perish where knowledge is not valued. People perish where people are not in love with knowledge. People perish where people are not in search of knowledge. People perish where knowledge is not elevated. People perish where knowledge, information is not part and parcel of the culture. People perish where knowledge is rejected. And even God himself rejects people who reject knowledge. So that's why, if you look at the book of Proverbs, the wisest man who ever lived, that was before, besides Jesus, of course, that was Solomon. He wrote the whole book of Proverbs just about knowledge, talking about the importance of knowledge, because knowledge is light. Knowledge is God. Knowledge is the word. God, the word is God. God is knowledge. So anybody, any culture that embraces knowledge is embracing God. Any culture that embraces knowledge is embracing the light of God. And God said, we are the light. So there is no way you will be able to shine. There is no way you will be light without loving and embracing knowledge. So why is it that the research culture will bless and lift Africa? Because research means knowledge. Research means information. Research, the basis of research is collection of data, is the collection of information. And that leads to information leads to transformation automatically. So that is the basis for our transformation as a nation and as a continent. For the love of God, church and nation. Peace. Thank you so much for watching our videos. Now, we need to spread this word, and we need to do it together. For that to happen, we need your help. Just 5 little steps that you could help us to spread the word. Number one thing we need you to do is to like the videos. Please go like this video right now. Number 2, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Number 3, we need you to press and click on that notification bell. You see the bell? Go press on it. And number 4, we need you to go comment. Write your comment, good or bad. Just write what you feel. Number 5, share on every platform. Share on Instagram, share on Facebook. Just share and spread the word. Thank you so much.